Claudia Jordan. I have always said this, and I will say it again. I think one of the best RHOA housewives who is not there anymore is Claudia. It was one season. She came in strong. She didn't go after Nene just to go after her and had a moment. I thought it was really authentic. And she does live in Dallas, so it's not happening. She's not coming back to RHOA, but she's one of my favorites. We had her on our show here a long time ago. That's out. That episode was great. I really need to share that all with you. We talked about everything. And I mean, she had crazy stories about like being on Donald Trump's plane with him alone and all sorts of crap. Of course, we talk RHOA. Well, that's really not the point. Today, we share this never before heard. We're doing this from the Vault series for the summer. We're in the dead of the summer. Let's mix it up here a little bit. I mean, so many people go on vacation and wind down in July and August. This is what I want to do. I want to do a for the from the Vault series. This is never before aired. When was this recorded? Again, I do the live shows with Sarah Fraser. So many people come to them. What a great question to ask. Why do some chats end up in the vault, never released? They all see the light of day eventually. Well, this is a chat that is in the vault, the first in our From the Vault series, never before heard, recorded earlier. What year is it? 2025? Earlier this year. Sit back and relax because we are going to have this great chat with Claudia Jordan, and it is from the Vault series. This has never before been heard, recorded in another day, another time, another lifetime. I still love Claudia. So kick back, relax, and enjoy. We're going to share this all day today.
I'm gonna be dragged. They're gonna say she's trying to clout chase off the Diddy thing.
I didn't know this. I just asked, and now it's like
Uh-huh.
you do this job, and now you hear something, you're like, "Well, I didn't know about all this. It's not your fault. I just asked about this." But
Right, right.
when he before the picture, when he asked you for your number backstage, and you gave it, like, Did you feel like maybe he was trying to cheat on Cassie? Like, were you getting hit on? Like, you're an attractive woman, like if someone's hitting on you.
Honestly, he was just talking to me about the parties afterwards. Like, and that's kind of what everybody does. So it wasn't like a biggie like that. Like, I feel like it was just like, oh, where y'all going tonight? Oh, where you like everyone was kind of like talking about what after parties they want to go to. So it was cool. He wasn't being slimy to me. He wasn't being gross or nothing like that. I have to make that very clear.
Okay.
Okay. So like he was just like, we were all like, it was, I had a show with John Sally and Guy Tori. It was a sports show and Hugh Douglas called Ballers on BT. So we got to present. So everybody was kind of like in rehearsal, kind of like exchanging info, like, where y'all going tonight? Oh, I'm not sure. If I hear anything, I'll hit you up. Like, that's kind of how it was.
Okay. Just curious.
I know.
I was like, okay, I didn't know all that. Well, before we talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta, because lots of people are screaming, when are you going to bring up Real Housewives of Atlanta? It's not going to be all about Housewives, but let's talk about Deal or No Deal Island. Like, how
Yeah.
did this come about for you? I mean, I know you were a model on the original one, of course.
Yeah, casting just reached out to me and said, would you be interested in working with us again? I'm like, hell yeah, I love NBC. NBC has been very good to me. I love NBC. I got to work on a lot of my biggest shows were on NBC. So it was kind of nostalgic to come back around and just like, yeah, I was like, I'm in. And they couldn't really give a lot of details. So I had to kind of learn it as I went.
Do you think, it's different, like you're a contestant like everyone else, but do you think being a model, like on the show and being there for the entire run of it, like, do you think that gave you like an upper hand on the show?
You'll have to watch a show February 26th on NBC to see if I get an advantage or not by being a former model. But I kind of felt like, well, I know the game. I know the game better than anyone.
Were you aware of Boston Rob though when you got there? I mean, probably one of the best Survivor players of all time.
So I've never seen Survivor in my life.
Wow.
So I wasn't familiar, but I actually really like Boston Rob. I really, really like him. I think he's a good dude and he's a good dude. He really, really, I like Boston Rob.
He's a family guy. He's been married to the same person, since Survivor. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like a big Boston Rob fan.
And he is from New England. There was several of us from the New England area. So I was like, okay, we had this little coalition of Boston, Rhode Island people. So that was pretty dope.
I love it. And I do think everyone needs to watch this on February 26th because it looks like it's first of all, it's such a great idea to bring this back and put it on an island. Like, what a brilliant idea.
Well, plus it's like it's the game, but it's also like the survivor kind of element. And we were really out there, y'all. We was really out there intense with no like cell phones, computers, away from. We didn't know what was happening in the outside world. No Wi-Fi, none of that. There was snakes, there were mosquitoes, there was all kinds of things in those trees. We had to walk really far to use the bathroom. Um, it was a highlight of the experience. Has nothing to do with the game because I can't tell you anything about the game. One night coming back from Temple, we walk up on the beach, and I've always wanted to see this my entire life. Baby turtles freshly hatched running to the water,
Oh,
like
wow.
being led by the moonlight. It was just like the most beautiful thing. I was like, oh my God, my life is complete. So it was
That's nice.
yeah.
Do you have vivid memories of your time on the original Deal or No Deal?
Yeah, we had fun on that show. I was there from day one from the pilot. It used to be on
Yeah.
ABC. It was going to be a pilot for ABC.
Oh, wow. That I didn't know.
Yeah, and then it switched. I know, and I know ABC's like, get punch in the air. Because I end up, you never know when if a show's gonna take off or not. But yeah, that show, major, major, major. I remember the first week we did shows, and we were all just like, oh my God, like we didn't really know what it was gonna be. And then it just blew up.
It was a
It blew
big
up. We
deal.
had 13 million viewers every night, like towards the end. So it was we're part of pop culture. Like that is that's an American pie, it's a staple. Price is Right, Deal or No Deal, Wheel of
Yeah.
Fortune, and Jeopardy. I'm gonna go ahead and put us in the top four.
Put yourselves in the top four. It was a great, brilliant show. So I'm so excited for this new show. Two of your seasons that you were there, you worked with Meghan Markle. Like, do you have memories of working with her? I'm sure I'm not the first person to ask you this.
Oh, I get asked about her all the time. Listen, she wasn't there that much. She was really quiet. She didn't really mix with us that much. Like she was kind of like off to the side, quiet. She was an actress. She knew she wanted to be an actress. So a lot of times she'd be studying lines while she was on set, sides, getting ready to go to an audition. I don't think she wasn't like there for the long haul. It was a gig. You know what I mean? I think it was a gig for her. A very pretty girl. I don't have any dirt, man. People have been asking me about her for years. I'm like, she wasn't really one of the girls that was loud and boisterous or, front and center. She was never really that. There was some of us that were really like Anya, number 10, Layla, number 13, Tamika, number 21, Lindsay, number 26, myself, Lisa Gleave, Katie, number 11. There's a few of us that really was like, what I mean? I won't
Yeah.
say ringleaders, but just like more vocal. She was really quiet. She was in the top row in the back. So she didn't really, we didn't get to have a lot of conversation. No.
I think people just ask because, there's so much out there. The media just tears her down, bitch, diva, all these things. She's like being parodied. I think it was South Park as like difficult. And, you just hear that narrative. I think that's why people ask, I think, because there's just so much out there
I think
constantly.
that I think that shows how racist this world still is. And even as light as Meghan Markle is, and as she can pass for either, right, if she wanted to, right? It doesn't even matter. Light skin, dark skin, medium skin. The world's obsession with blackness and like your audacity to even exist in the same space as us. You're in the royal palace. The audacity, anything she does is going to be uppity and how dare you, and she's arrogant. I don't see the same smoke for Kate Middleton. What has Meghan Markle done that has been so? I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for like, what is this bad thing that she's done? I love the wedding. How diverse we seeing people of color in the place where you can put a lot of the blame of slavery, the slave trade, and Great Britain has a big part of that. And here we are, a full circle moment. Now we have a woman that is of African American, of African descent, marrying a prince. That's a big deal. It has historical meaning for me. And the first thing that they want to do is make this. I'm so sick of this narrative where anytime a Black woman says anything, right? She's difficult, she's bitter, she's hard, and where are the receipts? Where are they? And I don't understand. Like, I don't understand where, like, show me. I'm not saying that anyone's beyond reproach, but show me what she did. Do you know of an incident? Can you give me anything that you know of personally?
None.
Okay. Has she like thrown a drink at someone or been rude to? Because I always see her taking pictures and kissing babies, and people seeming really excited when they see her one on one. But the narrative is that she's so difficult. Why? I think people think, like with Barack Obama, anything he said, like, it's like, who is this uppity Negro, like, telling us what to do? Even the president, the office of the president is always respected, except when a black man's in that spot. Just like where she was, like Kate Middleton, oh, beautiful fairy tale princess, princess story, fairy tale story. Meghan Markle, all this controversy around it. I see her doing nothing but being an advocate for others. She's charitable. She just doesn't want to be treated like crap by the British press. Who does? I get contacted all the time to talk badly about her, and I don't. I spoke one time when she said that she didn't like something about how she felt on the set of Deal or No Deal. All I said was I didn't feel that way, and it was a good environment. And they try to pit me against her, like they try to make it like it was bigger than it was. Like I could still like someone and like disagree with what they say and still like them.
Yeah.
And I don't like how they tried to, oh, Claudia Jordan said, and they try to use me to like go up against her. Nah, y'all ain't about to do me like that. Fuck all that. No, because I understand the position she was in. I understand that every little thing she did was going to be a scandal. And no one can tell me what exactly she did. No one. I'll wait.
I mean, that's a good point. And you really think it's because she's black?
1000%. Well, you got to just compare how Kate Middleton has been embraced. And I heard she's actually the one that's kind of sometimes, you know what I mean? C-wordy. But with Meghan, they're basically the same, right? Like, what did one do that was so awful? They're banished now from, from royalty. What did they do that was so bad? I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no receipts.
No receipts. I'm a receipt girl. I like my receipts. I like my proof. As a former journalist, I do believe in receipts. Receipts matter.
Receipts matter. You're a journalist now with your day job again. Receipts matter in the world of Housewives as well. I
Yeah.
mean, on the list of reality shows that you've done, because you have done so many, like where does Housewives rank as far as something you've enjoyed,